right, guys, thank you so much for watching this. Hopefully you made it through the entire course, and hopefully I can help you get started on your new Poshmark selling career, whether it's a side business or full-time or an add-on to your already existing e-commerce sales platform. Thank you so much for purchasing the training, and I really do appreciate the support. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, email me at rockstarflipper@gmail.com. And I want to leave you with this video, which is 15 of my top tips for selling successfully on Poshmark. And so I'm gonna put them up here in the corner, one of these corners, with tip number 1 and what it is. And so we're gonna start off with the obvious, which is listing daily and consistently. If you go a week or 2 weeks or even 4 or 5 days, 3 days without listing items, Poshmark, like any other website, is going to notice your lack of activity and your consistency, and you're not going to be as successful as if you were listing every day consistently. If you're going to list 50 items in a day and then go an entire week without listing anything, you should just list 5 items each day. If you're busy on those other days, then you can create drafts, which is a fairly recent new addition to Poshmark, and it's great. Just create the drafts, finish them, and then save them for that day to list so that Poshmark sees that you're being consistent each day. That's number 1. In addition to daily listing, you need to have a daily routine. Number 2, daily routine. That means your routine of sharing your closet, making offers to likers, checking out the parties, sharing other folks' items, sharing your own items. You have to get into a routine and you have to be consistent. Otherwise, if you're not doing all of these things, sharing and cross-sharing and offering, you're not gonna sell as much as you nearly could. You're gonna miss out on tons of sales. Somebody might be looking for jeans on Monday that you could share to them or make them an offer, and you don't, and so on Tuesday they're no longer looking for jeans because they bought somebody else's. So just keep that in mind. Number 2 is a daily routine. Okay, number 3 is that you've got to shop for the season that we're in. And so this is a tip I give everyone. If we're in summer and you're trying to sell winter boots and jackets, you're probably not going to move a whole lot of them. Now, it is winter elsewhere, but because Poshmark is a United States only website, you have to go with what the seasons are here in the US. So it could still be cold up north and warm down in Florida. I'm in Florida, so it's warm all year round, and we can always buy bathing suits. But for the majority of the time, you want to try to sell the seasons that are in or a little bit ahead of time. So in the spring, try to start selling summer stuff. When summer comes to an end in July and August, start targeting that winter gear. So seasons. Number 3, stick to the seasons. Number 4, do not limit yourself to only men's or only women's. If I only sold men's clothing, it would cut a ton of my sales and profits off. If you don't know a lot about women's, or you don't know a lot about men's, or you don't know a lot about some other type of clothing, start educating yourself on it. Start researching. Start looking into those brands. Use my BOLO guides that are part of this course to start figuring out what is best for the parts that you don't know. Always keep your eyes open to other things. Number 4 right there. Okay, number 5 is targeting the correct parties and using them. If there's going to be a jean party coming up, make sure that you share all of your jeans to the party. But also, if you know there's a jean party tomorrow and today you need some stuff to list, go list 20 or 30 pairs of jeans. Chances are you'll sell some of those. So use the parties to your advantage. Poshmark puts out the schedule of what the parties are going to be today and going forward. So make sure that you take a look and you use the parties to schedule what you're going to list, what you're buying, etc., and what you're going to share. That's number 5. Number 6 is the obvious. Make sure you are sharing 2 to 3 times a day, at least twice a day, to your whole closet. If you've got 100 items, go through and share those 100 items, and then, at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, noon, and then share them again at nighttime. If you can, you certainly can share them 3 times. A lot of people recommend 3. 2 is enough. 3 is better. So that's going to be tip number 6. Number 7 is offers to likers. You should certainly be offering to likers once a day. Some people like to skip it because you don't get a ton of likes. It depends on how many likes you're getting, but at least once a day for me is what you definitely want to do. Okay, a lot of people will reference you a tip of something called edit next list, which basically is an old school way to kind of get the listings up in search. It's really not relevant anymore. I would ignore that. So this is a tip of me telling you to ignore a tip. Just share your items and it will do what edit next list used to do. If you want to Google that or look it up, you certainly can, but I don't recommend it. I've never recommended it. And honestly, there was never any real proof that it helped people sell more items. sharing other people's listings. And so this can help you. Again, I mentioned it earlier in the course that it's not a direct sales help, but sharing other people's items can certainly inspire them to share your items, which could result in them sharing all of your 10 Robert Graham shirts. All of a sudden they share it to their audience, and they have somebody in their audience that loves Robert Graham, like it could share to me, and I'm like, whoa, look at Jenny's friend Susie, who has an awesome Robert Graham shirt. Click, bang, I bought it, and because she shared my item, because I was sharing her items, I got a sale. So it definitely can't hurt. Don't spend a ton of time. Remember, time is your most valuable asset, but certainly encourage other people to share your items and help the community and share their items as well. A tip that I hear a lot from people, which I don't truly believe in a lot, but I think it's okay, is your closet name, a catchy closet name. So people don't search by closet name. They search by the item that they want. This goes for eBay as well. Nobody's searching for Casey's clothing and accessories depot. They're looking for a Robert Graham shirt. However, if you have a catchy name, they may remember you. They may be more apt to follow you. They might come back and remember that name and be able to find you in the future. They may be interested in other stuff that you have, and they continue to shop because you have a cool name. If you have a bad name, a vulgar name, or something that's off-putting, it's bad. Don't do that at all. But definitely a catchy name if you can come up with it, a generic name. Don't name your thing Casey Swimwear, because in the future you may want to sell jeans and shoes, and you don't want somebody to think you only have swimwear. So definitely keep it general as well, but catchy. Okay, trying to get a host pick. So host pick is something we talked about earlier in the videos as well. And a host pick is tough. You can't really control it. It's out of your hands. Somebody has to pick you. But if you can make friends with people that are going to be hosting, you know, parties and doing things, being a host pick is a huge, huge gain. You're going to get some exposure. You're going to get followers, and hopefully your item that becomes a host picked item will sell. Main photos. So you want your main photo, which is the item photo that people are going to see, to be your best. I've seen people do like a tilt to an angle so that they stick out. Something to make your main photo stand out and catch people's attention is really, really an important tip that I can't stress enough. If your main photos are terrible, nobody may even click on the item, and that's really, really bad. The last two here, so number 14 tip that I'm going to give you guys is fast shipping and good feedback. Obviously, it's going to get you Posh Ambassador, but at the end of the day, having really good feedback, getting people to leave you 5 stars, and shipping really fast, doing everything properly is the best way to do business, and it could get you return customers. It could get you people to recommend to other people. It could get you higher in search. There's a ton of things that are always good about providing good customer service, and it's a tip I give everyone in every business for every platform. Number 15 tip that I'm going to recommend to you guys, and this is the way that you really make money, is target better stuff. Buy good items, buy good brands, buy higher dollar, mix in shoes, mix in designer. Be willing to stop buying $2 items to sell for $12 and buy a $12 item to sell for $42. You do have to put more money out, which means you're going to have to invest money into the business, which you should always be doing anyways. But the more you put into a business, the more you will certainly get out of it. And selling one item to make $30 profit rather than selling 3 items is something that you definitely want to start getting to. It's perfectly okay to fill your store and start off low, and even later on in your career to have filler inventory, but you've got to get those higher dollar items in there, because you definitely want to wake up every day and see a $40 or $50 sale, because that's just going to cause your sales to go up and up and up and up. You can do this full-time. It can make you a full-time income depending on how much you need to make, but you get what you put into it, and you have to work at it full-time. It's a job. It will not make you rich overnight, and in fact, you will not get rich at all unless you invest, 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 time, scale, 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 and expand. So, once again, thank you guys so much for watching all of the videos. Hopefully they answered all your questions, and if not, please email me at rockstarflipper@gmail.com, and I will be happy to help you further. If any of this does not help you, please let me know as well, but I believe you are well on your way to Poshmark success and making another stream of income, or possibly Poshmark your full-time income. Thanks everybody, have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.